Allowing babies to cry themselves to sleep is one of the most debated topics. Today, we'll unpack what it really means, how advice has changed over time, and what research actually tells us, so you can make an informed, confident decision for your own family. The term cry it out generally refers to approaches where babies are expected to fall asleep without being picked up or soothed. But this can range from no response at all to timed check ins to limited soothing. Because these approaches differ so much, research findings are sometimes misunderstood or overgeneralized. Historically, parenting advice looked very different. In the early 20th century, parents were encouraged to ignore crying, follow strict schedules, and promote independence early on. Crying was viewed as a habit rather than communication, and emotional needs were not well understood. Thanks to modern science, we now understand infant brain development, stress regulation, and attachment. Young babies are neurologically immature. They cannot self soothe and must rely on caregivers to regulate their stress system. Modern developmental science shows that crying is a biological signal, not manipulation. Babies regulate through connection, and sleep development varies widely from baby to baby. This shift in understanding has influenced more responsive approaches today. Social media might have told you that Denmark banned the crying out method. And although this is not quite true, hundreds of psychologists did sign an open letter discouraging advice promoting it, reflecting professional concern around attachment and emotional development. It represents a cultural shift, not legislation. Some studies, often cited in support of sleep training, found no measurable long term differences in behavior, emotional well being, or attachment. But importantly, these studies examine gentler methods, not the full extinction approaches. So their findings cannot be applied universally. Other research raises concerns, particularly around responsiveness, stress hormone patterns, and limited objective sleep improvements. However, findings remain mixed, and methodological limitations make firm conclusions difficult. The broader scientific consensus is nuanced. There's no clear evidence of long term harm, but also no strong evidence for lasting benefit. What developmental science consistently emphasizes is this: regulation comes before independence. Modern guidance focuses less on training sleep and more on supporting calm. Parents are encouraged to respond to cues, help babies regulate, and make gradual adjustments over time. Sleep is seen as an outcome of nervous system regulation. And parents matter too. Exhaustion is real, and well being is essential. No approach should be driven by guilt or fear. Success is not perfect sleep, it's connection, confidence, and sustainability. Unfortunately, night waking is developmentally normal. It reflects biology, growth, and neurological maturation. Needing comfort and feeding are valid responses, and sleep patterns will naturally evolve with brain development. Ultimately, you don't have to choose between responsiveness or rest. Modern science shows us how to support both, gently and gradually, in tune with development.